Animated Anarchy series presents the Animated Showdown.
It's time to rock. Let's go ahead and get this party started. It is Wednesday afternoon that you're listening to this. It's Saturday night as we're recording. This is Animated Showdown, part of the Animated Anarchy series here on the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. Of course, I am your host, Dutchie. Joined, he is back again. Took last weekend off. But he is here. Money is with us.
What's up?
Sean is with us as well.
Hello.
As always. And of course, our wild card Dave.
Let's get it.
Yeah. And this, of course, is episode 4 of Animated Showdown. I feel like we can't necessarily get through like an episode without somebody looking at me and going, "What is wrong with your judges?" Like we had that.
They just don't get it.
Yeah,
Hey, they don't really say my name.
yeah. No, nobody's complained. I think the only one that's ever complained about you has probably been me.
Yeah. Yep. With the one time.
Yeah. Yeah, and like everybody else is just like, "Oh, Dave's great," but then they look at Eric and Sean, who have been with me the longest. Eric and I have been married for years, and they're just like, "What is wrong with these guys?"
They're
And
just jealous.
Different taste.
Yeah, and it happened on last week's episode of Hour of Power, episode 3 with Heathcliff and Scooby Doo, which Eric wasn't even. Eric was actually one of the people complaining, and it just happened. We finished, after Animated Hour of Power this past episode with Celebrity Deathmatch and Pee-wee's Playhouse. But here's the thing. These guys are allowed to have their opinions. I cannot sway them in any way because it is not my job. My job is, okay, here's the category, short explanation, give me your answer. And then they give me their answer.
Sometimes my answer sways.
Yeah. And it did last episode.
Sometimes Sean does too. Like sometimes they say stuff that makes me think differently as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave did it to me in the Hour of Power.
Yeah. So it just really depends. Now tonight's battles, I don't think are gonna really leave much in the debate.
Especially the first one.
Huh?
Especially the first one.
Yeah.
Depends on categories.
Tonight's battles are Samurai Pizza Cats versus Camp Candy, the Huckleberry Hound Show versus Adventure Time, Flintstone Kids versus a pup named Scooby-Doo, and our main event is the Muppet Babies versus Courage the Cowardly Dog. 5 categories, which will be picked in a matter of moments, or a matter of seconds, actually. 5 categories will be picked via the randomizer. Whichever 5 categories show up first are the ones we go with. If you win a category, all right, everybody can see the screen?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. If you win the matchup 3-0, you get 30 points. Win it 3-1, you get 20. Win it 3-2, you get 10. Your opponent gets 5. If you lose 3-0, if you get swept 3-0, you lose 10 points. Now, on Animated Hour of Power, we had no sweeps for the first time since we started this thing. We actually went a full show without a sweep. So now, and basically what happens is I'll introduce the category, throw it to the guys. They'll tell me who did it better in each category. Going to hit this button one time, and then we're going to find out what the categories are. Everybody ready?
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. I feel like it's the same deal every week where it's always the 3 categories from Animated Hour of Power mixed in with 2 different ones. So we have fan base, theme song, the character development, which is a big one, humor, and we're ending with originality. So, I don't know, Dave. What do you think? Does it sway some of these?
Um, it could. It could possibly. Um, sure. Yeah, actually, I believe so. Maybe like two of them that I had winning or might not win.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. We'll get this started. Our first battle is going to be Samurai Pizza Cats, which is representing the division of Joshua Allen, taking on Camp Candy, which is representing the division of Joey Bianco. All right. Fan base is the first category. And this is kind of tricky because, like, judging the fan base, especially of Camp Candy, you fix that hair, Sean. The judging the fan base of Camp Candy is really just judging the fan base of John Candy and how many fans he had at the time, and still does, even though he passed away 31 years ago. Samurai Pizza Cats, obviously, I believe, still has a big enough fan base because
They have a
next year
cult
there's a big
following.
They have a cult following
Yeah.
that, by the way, is getting them to release a video game next year.
Oh, wow.
Which I think we should take credit for a little bit because we did the episode. We were not kind to them in a league battle in the last tournament, and then a week later, it gets announced on their anniversary date of when they first came out that they're getting a video game next year.
Our disapproval led to their improval.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
I want half of whatever they sell.
Yes, so do I. I'm gonna, start contacting attorneys, this week to see what we can actually get out of it. When they tell me nothing, that'll
We
just
absolutely dumped on this show, and it gave them the motivation to improve.
Yeah, give them the motivation to do a video game, which, by the way, probably will be awesome.
Probably
because it should be a video game more than it should be a cartoon.
I concur.
Yeah. All right. So fan base, Eric, starting with you.
Fan base, I'm gonna go with Candy because of John Candy. I think his popularity is probably more popular than Samurai Pizza Cat. And the fact that we kind of shit on it. Oh, sorry, family show.
Yeah, we're gonna try to take a different approach on this show than we did on the last one.
I apologize. Could we didn't say anything good about the Samurai Pizza Cat's last tournament?
Right.
So I still won't say anything great about it.
Yeah. All right, Dave, let's go to you next.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with Eric. I'm gonna go Samurai Pizza Cats. I think it has a larger fan base. Like we said, it has a little cult following. So
yeah,
I didn't hear about. I don't even know who John Candy is. So
he passed away before you were born.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think his legacy speaks volumes. Yes, he's a comedian or whatever, but he wasn't that superb to where people are like, oh, remember Camp Candy or John Candy? No, I've never heard his name before.
I mean, there are some films out there of his that are considered like some of the greatest comedies.
Cool Runnings is one that comes to mind when I think
Cool Runnings, Uncle Buck, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
What's the one where he goes to Canada?
Canadian Bacon?
Canadian Bacon.
But I feel like Camp Candy, that was their only main draw was John Candy. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like
that's exactly what it was supposed to be.
yeah, exactly. But so I think Samurai Pizza Cats has more of a fan base than he does.
Okay.
That's,
I mean, that's fair. And I can't remember if I agreed with that or not. I may have agreed, or no, I may have put that. I may have said Camp Candy just because of John Candy having a fan base, back then. But that doesn't mean that your points are, because I think you do have valid points about it being.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
So, all right, Sean, we're starting it off already. You're breaking a tie.
I got to go with Samurai Pizza Cats. I agree with Dave. I know who Candy is, but I've never even heard of this show prior to this tournament.
Yeah.
And I don't know if what you're saying is true about the Samurai Pizza Cats fan base trying to get it to become a game. I would say that's a lot more relevant than Candy fan base.
I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know if maybe it was just like the creators of the show just saying, "Hey, look, it's the 35th anniversary."
But even the fact that there's still people following that is, I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Does anybody
they got a
follow
little
Camp
cult.
Candy?
They got a big enough cult to get
they
a
got
game
big
going.
enough
Yeah.
cult that they got people still talking about the show. I don't know how relevant Camp Candy has become over the years. So
Fair enough. All right, so Samurai Pizza Cats has won a category. Never thought we would ever say that.
Yeah.
You're up
Oh,
1-0.
get used to it.
Huh?
I said, get used to it.
yeah,
This is the revival.
they're winning the whole thing.
If they can win their division, like that would be crazy.
That would be. Would be.
All right, theme song is up next. I've always said that I kind of like Samurai Pizza Cat's theme song. And you guys made fun of me for it when we did the episode, when we did the league battle, and it's just like it's not really that bad, and you're just like, oh, it's a 1. You're an idiot.
Yeah. After listening to the other theme song compared to Samurai Pizza Cats, I definitely enjoy Samurai Pizza.
Well, and that's the thing. Overall, I enjoy watching Camp Candy a lot more. It has become one of my favorites, mainly because I happen to be a fan of John Candy. Okay.
Yep.
But there are certain categories. This is one of them where Samurai Pizza Cats, because it's a more upbeat, and it really does sound like it's being sung by the B-52s.
No, and it's more catchy.
Yeah.
You can have a bad theme song, but a great TV show.
Yeah. And then you can have a bad or a great theme song, but a bad show.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob to a T.
Yeah. All right.
I've gone back and forth on this one, so.
All right. Well, I'm not going to you yet. I'm going to go to Dave, even though he technically just gave his answer.
Yeah, I'm going with Samurai Pizza Cats here. It's more catchy. Like you said, it's more uppity. I didn't really enjoy Camp Candy's theme song whatsoever. It was kind of, I skipped through it.
Okay.
After the first time listening to it, I skipped it because I didn't like it. So.
I mean, that's fair. It's that I do think, again, like I said, it's a very underrated cartoon. It is very good, but there are parts where it's just like, okay.
I think it would have been a better cartoon if they would have done a better theme song.
Yeah.
I think it would have captivated people more to want to watch it, and they would have given it a bigger fan base due to the theme song.
I don't think he should, even though technically he was a singer, obviously because of like the Blues Brothers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, what I don't. He might have been in the Blues Brothers. I'm not sure, but because he was a singer, I do think this theme song would have been better if he wouldn't have been the one singing it.
Yeah, outsourced it.
So, all right, Sean, I'm gonna go to you next.
I'm sticking with Pizza Cats on this one. I thought it was a lot more enjoyable of a theme song.
All right. Eric, I took the pressure off you. So go ahead.
Pizza Cat.
If I knew we were doing that to Eric, I would have went the other way.
I knew what you were going to do, so that's why I went to you next, because he said he was having a hard time with it.
Fair enough.
I actually did enjoy Camp Candy theme song. I might be the only one on there, but
It's not.
It's like Dave said, when you put them both side by side, one's clearly more enjoyable.
Yeah.
So if you put it up against, there's going to be theme songs where Camp Candy is better.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's going to be cartoons that they are way better than. Samurai Pizza Cats is just having a good day.
Makes me want to have a pizza.
The developers paid us under the table.
Are they going to send us a pizza?
Yeah, they're sending us pizza.
All right, I'll take mine. I'll take chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Ooh.
All
Sorry,
right.
we're all out.
You're a jerk. All right, character development. By the way, Samurai Pizza Cats can win this thing. Nobody, like we said at the beginning of the tournament, it's like they're going to be the worst one of the bunch. They're about to win. Like their character development here.
Yeah,
Samurai
it really is all based on the categories.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that we think we know what we're doing. Spoiler alert, we don't.
We do not.
We're making this up as we go along here, and it really does depend on the categories. Because if I really wanted to, I could tell the guys ahead of time what the 5 categories are going to be, but we decided to add more dramatic effect by drawing it, first right away on the show.
Yeah, this is not a scripted show. That's why the podcast network is called Everything Unscripted.
Yeah. So, all right. But character development. Samurai Pizza Cats is more episodic. Camp Candy, it's just there's a little bit of development there, with the campers. But when a show is more episodic, that allows for more development. But Eric, I'm going to start with you first.
I have Camp Candy.
Okay.
I just think the characters are kind of better.
Okay. All right. You know what, Sean? I'm going to go to you next.
I gotta give it to Samurai Pizza Cats, man. Just the fact, you said it, it's episodic. It gives, granted they were.
You want to throw up right now, don't you?
One season, I kind of do, but I got. Listen, you guys were being mean to me last week, so I'm just being honest.
I wasn't here.
I think he talks about the last episode we just
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
5 days ago.
Yeah.
It was pretty hurtful. But no, I honestly think just Samurai Pizza Cats had a better chance of character development than Camp Candy did.
Yeah. All right, Dave, do you want to end this here?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I agree with Sean here.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, they do have better character development.
Wow.
It's true.
Eric, you can't really help it if they do.
No. I'm just speechless.
I don't think Samurai Pizza Cats is a very great show, and it's going to lose a lot of battles, but it is going to win a handful of battles as well.
It's gonna win enough if it goes up, because again, it's episodic. So now I'm not saying it's gonna win against a Rugrats or a Doug or a Dexter's Laboratory.
Right.
Definitely not gonna beat Batman.
No.
Okay.
No. Might have a chance of Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go, obviously Camp Candy, and this is no disrespect to Camp Candy. It just went up against a show was better.
Yeah, pulled better categories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did.
I just wanted to have a reaction.
No, you're good. You're good.
Now, all
I'll
right.
punish you later for it, but you're good for now.
All right, so Samurai Pizza Cats pulls out a 3-1 win, which nobody was, I don't think, or no, not 3-1, 3-0. They
Yeah,
swept.
they
I was
swept
gonna
them.
say it's
swept.
3-0.
Yeah.
Swept.
I was so used to 3-0 in the on the last 3-1 on the last show that like I just figured I'd keep it going here. But all right, so Samurai Pizza Cats gets 30 points. Camp
It wouldn't be
Candy's
a week
now,
without a surprise, right?
huh?
I said it wouldn't be a week without a surprise.
Yeah. Samurai Pizza or Camp Candy's behind the 8 ball a little bit. They lose 10 points. All right, next one. If you talk about opposite ends of the spectrum, and these are both cartoons, by the way, the Huckleberry Hound Show versus Adventure Time. Huckleberry Hound Show is representing the division of Liz Yee, a friend of Eric's, friend of mine. Eric and I may have both proposed marriage to her at one point, but that's neither here nor there.
I kind of want to know the story now.
Well, at least her and I acted like a married couple when we worked together. It was kind of weird though that like sometimes we would, if we went places, people would think that her and I were the married couple and Eric was the child. Even though he's older, but it also didn't help that we had him in a car seat. But
Dang.
anyway, be that as it may, she's gonna kill me. All right, Huckleberry Hound Show is representing the division of Liz Yee. Adventure Time representing the division of Tiffany Zell. Now, fan base starts it off. Huckleberry Hound Show is Hanna-Barbera created. Was created in the late 50s. He's part of the Yogi Bear gang.
Yeah.
Adventure Time came out in the 2010s, in the 2010s. So the fan base, I feel like there's a lot of older people that still, I remember Huckleberry Hound. Like my uncle Dan, my dad's brother-in-law, he's actually the one that suggested that I put Huckleberry Hound in this series because he grew up watching that. So I listened to my elders, for once. Now, as far as like the fan bases, like there are fans of Cartoon Network that did like Adventure Time, but as far as like who wins the fan base category? Sean, who does?
Oh my gosh. I had a hard time with this one just because of the different generation.
Different time.
But current time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it to Adventure Time on this one. Reason being, I think Huckleberry is just a part of a different, like a similarity of a fan base because of other cartoons.
He's more part of the Yogi Bear
So-
fan base than he really has one of his own.
Yeah, that's what so you know what I meant to try to say.
That's why I just
But
filled in the blank.
Well, that's why you're the boss.
Yeah.
But no, like that's just how I feel about that. Like, because I know like if I was asked the generation from like my parents, they'd pick Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then, I mean, Adventure Time, I just feel like has a bigger fan base because I guess you could take that to like convention cosplays and stuff.
Yeah. You're not going to see a lot of people sell like Huckleberry Hound merchandise or see a lot of people dressed up as Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah, he's kind of more like an addition, like you said, like part of a fan base. He doesn't have like his own.
You're going to see more people dressed up as Yogi Bear and Boo Boo than you are Huckleberry Hound.
He is iconic. Though. Give him that.
Yeah. Eric.
I'm going with Adventure Time. I think it's just more modern, and I think it's for more. I I think kids watch it more than Huckleberry. I don't. It's not even no. As we know, we couldn't even find it. So
Yeah, that was the issue.
that was the issue. Yeah. So with that said, you can't even find it. So you can't even draw a fan base.
I think it's just the fact that the tapes are just so destroyed.
Yeah. So you might have had it 50 years ago, but or 40 years ago, whatever you want to.
Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with these two. Adventure Time. I think it has a much larger and more active fan base.
Right. All right. Adventure Time's up 1-0. Theme song is the next category. Adventure Time, they both had theme songs with words. It just depends on what your taste in a theme song is. So with that being said, Eric, I'm starting with you.
I thought Adventure Time had a better theme song. I thought it was more catchy.
Okay. This is actually one of the categories I gave it to Huckleberry Hound because I didn't like the Adventure Time theme song.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Doug.
You're going to agree with me?
Yes, I agreed with you. Huckleberry had the way better theme song. I thought instead of Adventure Time being catchy, it was tacky, and it kind of. I felt like it was just like, what kind of theme song is this? Like it
too much.
It was slow, and I just felt like it was a stupid theme song. Like I did not like it. Like they could have did something more entertaining, more like. I don't know. Something about it just made me really dislike that theme song. And
it's
Huckleberry,
weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's all over the place. You can't depict what you're really watching.
Right. All right. Sean, you got to break the tie here.
Triple H, Double H,
all right.
HBH. That's what I'm calling them. HBH. I agree with everything Dave said. I think Adventure Time was just too chaotic and lame.
All right. We're going to move right into character development. It's hard for a show from the 50s that's kind of a variety show to develop. Adventure Time had a little bit of development there. Sean, I'm starting with you.
I agree. I think Adventure Time had more development. Huckleberry just... I couldn't see it. I can't see it for the type of show.
Yeah, because it's just more of like
it's just an addition to me.
Yeah.
Like he is who he is. He's a boring talking character.
Yeah.
There's no developing that.
All right. Dave, I'll go to you next.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Sean here. Adventure Time takes the character development.
Okay. All right. Eric, even though we were in the category.
Adventure Time. You can't really see character development if you can't watch the show.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much it. All right. Adventure Time can win the matchup if they win the next category. It is humor. Hanna-Barbera did kind of pride themselves on having humor, and especially in their earlier cartoons. Adventure Time, I talked about it with Pokemon on Animated Hour of Power, where sometimes it's kind of like stupid humor. I feel like that's what Adventure Time had. But as far as like humor, who did it better? Dave.
I'm going to go with Adventure Time here, just for the fact I only was able to watch clips of Huckleberry. So I wasn't able to see the full episodes or anything like that. So there wasn't a lot of clips with a ton of humor in them that I found. Yeah. So there was some here and there, but it was kind of like It wasn't like super hilarious where it got me cackling up or anything like that. Um, Adventure Time, it had some parts that were somewhat comedic, but uh, neither of them really had like humor that I enjoyed. So, but I gotta give it to Adventure Time.
Eric.
Adventure Time, as Dave said, again, you can't really see anything with just clips, with
Yeah.
5 minute clips.
Right. Sean.
Same. Adventure Time. Even for what you would know from Huckleberry, it's stale humor.
Right.
Yeah.
Very stale.
All right. Adventure Time is going to win it 3-1. So 20 points for Adventure Time. No points for Huckleberry Hound. So now we move on to the next battle, which is going to be one of the more interesting ones because it is Flintstone kids versus a pup named Scooby-Doo.
The battle of the spin-offs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of two legendary shows.
Yeah. So, fan base, obviously the first. Now, first of all, Flintstone kids in the representing the division of Sean's mother, Bonnie Fedcheck. There I go, putting you on the spot again. And a pup named Scooby Doo representing the division of Patrick Lehman. So, getting right into it, fan base. Now, it's not even necessarily about the fan base of these two shows per se, but more about like the franchises. By the way, they both come from the same production company. But like it's basically the Scooby-Doo fan base versus the Flintstones fan base, Sean.
I would imagine Scooby-Doo would have to take this one in my book.
So you're going pup named Scooby-Doo?
Yeah. I mean, it's just because it's still relevant to this day, I guess. But that's a tough one. It's like a very slight edge for Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
All right. Eric.
I'm giving the edge to Scooby-Doo. Even though Flintstones is, I think Flintstones are still relevant because they have their own cereal still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they're both relevant. Just slight edge to Scooby-Doo.
Okay. All right, Dave.
Yeah, I think Scooby-Doo has a more significant fan base than the Flintstones, so I'm gonna have to go Scooby here.
It's funny that Scooby-Doo, pup named Scooby-Doo, is doing better than the original Scooby-Doo.
Well, it depends who you're up against and what the category is.
Yep.
I mean, Heathcliff was a heavy hitter.
Yeah, and that's
or Drew, I should say.
Yeah. All right. So now theme song is the next category. Both had really good theme songs. The regular Scooby-Doo show last week on Animated Hour of Power, lost to Heathcliff. I mean, I personally think that Pup Named Scooby-Doo's theme song is actually better than the original show.
Mm-hmm.
Flintstone Kids, I can't say is better than regular Flintstones, but what do I know? And Dave, I'm going to start with you.
I'm going to go with a Pup Named Scooby-Doo here. I thought the theme song was pretty catchy. Had more of like a uppity vibe to it. Yeah, so I got to go with Pup Named Scooby-Doo. The Flintstones didn't like. There wasn't a lot of words to it, if none at all. I don't remember if there was.
There was, but it was repetitive.
Yeah, and it was kind of like you couldn't really hear it well with some of the scenes like that were going on while the singing was happening.
Yeah.
So, Pup Named Scooby-Doo, you could hear everything, and it wasn't chaotic during the theme song. So,
All right, Sean, go ahead.
I agree with Dave here on a pup named Scooby Doo. I think it is better and more captivating.
Okay. Eric?
Scooby Doo, more catchy and more just you would recognize it more than Flintstone Kids.
All right. Pup named Scooby Doo is up 2-0. They win this next category. They take the sweep. They get the 30 points. Flintstone Kids loses 10. Character development. Now, this one is, again, it's kind of tricky because you're dealing with two cartoons that really don't do much in the way of development, except for with Scooby, they're solving a mystery.
Yeah.
And they're maturing as they're going.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a lot of development in Flintstone Kids, but that's up for you guys to decide. And Eric, you're starting.
I'm going with Scooby Doo here. I thought the characters, I mean, they're solving a mystery, so they're developing in each episode, especially if it's continuous.
Okay. All right, Sean.
I agree. Pup named Scooby Doo. Just like Eric said, like every episode, you can see them coming more into their own.
All right. Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with these two. I think it expanded more on the growth of its characters.
All right, so Pup named Scooby Doo gets the sweep.
Kind of a redemption.
So they get 30 points. Flintstone Kids loses 10. Sean, tell your mother I apologize. But I mean, it would be a lot easier if this were your dad's division, because that way I could just screw with him and be like, hey.
Oh,
But
man.
because it's a lot more fun to screw with your dad.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But because it's your mom, it's just like, oh. All right.
Never go after mama.
Yeah. All right. Main event time. Courage the Cowardly Dog versus the Muppet Babies. We're back on the opposite ends of the spectrum again.
I have a bad feeling for this one.
Yep.
Fan base. And the thing about fan base is the Muppets are the Muppets.
Yep.
Whether it's the babies, whether it's them as, I guess you could say, adults.
I slightly disagree with that, but okay. Slightly.
All right.
I see what you mean.
But like the Muppets are the Muppets. Now, as far as
Yep.
Courage the Cowardly Dog goes, yes, he because it's the Cartoon Network fan base, and he was one of the more popular cartoons of that golden era of Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know though if that outshines the popularity of the Muppets. Sean, you can go ahead and tell me why it does if you have a reason.
I don't know. When I was watching it, I don't know. It didn't feel like I was watching Kermit. You know what I mean? To me, I think Courage is a lot bigger because, people will go in the Comic-Cons and stuff like that dressed up as like the lady, him, with their dog. But I understand what you mean with the Muppet. Like, it's hard for me to explain it, I guess.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but your answer.
I don't want to
is
lead it off with saying like it's not because I don't like the Muppet Babies. I liked a lot of their episodes. Just to me, it's just, I guess, because I have a baby, I only look at that as like a baby show. But then I'll watch like Muppets from Outer Space and be like, I'm I can't tell
Well, because it was geared towards
babies.
it was geared towards little kids.
To me, it's just different to me, and I think I got to put it into the conventions and stuff. People would dress up as, and he was like the main show of an era.
Yeah. Now, by the way, like we are talking, like, because there were like two different versions of Muppet Babies. There was like the version that aired mostly on Nickelodeon from 1984 to 1991, and then there's the version that like Disney brought it back for a little while, but like more updated animation. This is mostly talking about the one from the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay. But your answer is Courage the Cowardly Dog, correct?
Yeah. To me, I think they would have the bigger fan base to this day.
Dave, go ahead.
I'm on the opposite side here. I feel like the Muppets have a broader fan base here.
Okay.
Also, due to the fact because of the Muppets, the original Muppets, I feel like because of that they have that broader audience and fan base.
Right.
I feel like Courage has more of like a cult following.
I can see that. I can agree with that. Eric, you're gonna break the tie.
I'm going with Muppets. What else is there really to say? The Muppets is a legendary show from the 80s. Yeah, I just think it has more of a fan base still to this day.
Okay. All right. By the way, Courage the Cowardly Dog representing the division of Randy Marsh. Muppet Babies representing the division of Jacob Hummer, my cousin Jacob. All right. Theme song. Courage was more of an introduction than a theme song.
Yeah.
Muppet Babies had a theme song. Where does your vote lie in this, Eric?
Muppet Babies. I watched some today, and I just remember that song just came back to me. So I'm not going to sing it now, but
Well, yeah, we'll get copyrighted.
It has that catchy song and brought back childhood memory.
Yeah, we'll get copyrighted, and you'll break a computer screen. Sean, go ahead.
I agree, Muppet Babies on this one. I wasn't a big fan of Courage's theme song. I thought it was very weird, and like you said, more of like it wasn't a theme song.
Yeah.
So, and Muppets Baby it was very well done too. I like it.
Dave?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Muppet Babies here as well.
All right, they're up 2-0. They can win the next. If they win the next category, they win the battle. And next category is character development. Now, the thing is that like, because Courage was more in like segments.
Yeah.
Like they did like 2 segments a show.
Yeah.
Muppet Babies usually was like a full episode. But it's like, but I do kind of see like development on like both sides, because you see Courage like develop in an episode. He goes from like the scared dog to where like he then tries to save Muriel. Not Eustace, not so much. But you see like the development of the Muppet Babies and like in their heads, like they're developing like all these different scenarios to play out. Dave, I'm going to start with you.
Surprisingly, I'm gonna go with Courage the Cowardly Dog here. I think it has more complex and meaningful character development.
Okay. I mean, I can definitely see that. Sean, I'll go to you.
You can still see.
I'm going to pick Muppet Babies on this one. I feel like there is great development, like Dave said, in Courage, but it feels like the next episode it just reverts itself, where he has to become Courage again.
Yeah.
And in Muppet Babies, you kind of just see it developing every episode.
Right.
So that I had to get the Muppet Babies.
Okay. All right, Eric, you're breaking the tie.
Muppet,
Muppet Babies?
Baby. Yeah, because you see the development of Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog and in their relationship, even though Kermit doesn't like Miss Piggy, but
Gonzo was in love with her.
yeah, it was kind of a love triangle without being a love triangle.
Yeah.
So you see that development between the three of them.
I do agree with what Dave said about Courage, though, and the development that's shown through the episodes. I just don't think it crosses over as much.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. All right. Muppet Babies wins 3-0. So 30 points for the Muppet Babies, -10 for Courage the Cowardly Dog. So no real competitive battles in this one.
I
didn't think we would sweep it, but
2 sweeps and 2-3-1, right?
I had
3 sweeps.
Oh,
I would have had humor going with Courage.
yeah, I think
But originality, I kept with Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only had one for Courage. That was animation style. I had Courage.
All right. So, what did I hit? All right. So, Samurai Pizza Cats beats Camp Candy 3-0. I can't believe that happened. Adventure Time beats the Huckleberry Hound Show 3-1. A Pup Named Scooby-Doo defeats the Flintstone Kids 3-0. And Muppet Babies defeats Courage the Cowardly Dog 3-0. Man, it's the categories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Dave's in
really
deep
is.
thought. So, all right. So next week, this upcoming Saturday night on Animated Hour of Power, episode 5, Vinland Saga versus Assassination Classroom, Hey Arnold versus My Life as a Teenage Robot, Spy X Family versus Devil May Cry, and the main event is Darkwing Duck versus the Bugs Bunny Show. Now, next week on this show, on Animated Showdown, Claymore versus Spawn, Timon and Pumbaa versus the Angry Beavers, Jabberjaw versus the Pirates of Dark Water, and the main event is the Cleveland Show versus Tom and Jerry. So, again, we go to the opposite sides of the spectrum, which we find ourselves there an awful lot.
I just want to say, Doug, you picked some good matchups.
Why, thank you.
Yeah,
Of course.
Bangers.
for sure.
I just wanted to say
Complete
that
bangers.
you don't get enough credit, Doug.
Yeah.
Round
Well,
of applause for Doug, ladies and gentlemen.
appreciate that, guys. I mean, you're still not getting paid, but
I take the bag.
all right. So, interesting battles this week on both Animated Hour of Power and Animated Showdown. It's getting to the point to where we're starting to see it's like, okay, it really does depend on the categories, and we're starting to see certain shows be like, all right, they might have a shot here. Although,
Yep.
how many more times is Samurai Pizza Cat's going to sweep somebody?
I don't think very many.
You never know.
Uh,
There's a lot of shows.
Yeah. But, all right. So make sure to check out the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. And also, or to like and subscribe. Also, the When Tunes Combine Facebook page, newly created. So facebook.com/groups/when tunes combine. Eric, Sean, Dave, and I are all admins. It took Sean a while to figure out how to accept the admin invite, but that's because he's so popular. He gets all these notifications, and if I would have told him to check it yesterday, he probably would have gotten it sooner.
Yep.
But all right. Also, check out Money E, Eric's unscripted sports show. The Wrestling Through the Years podcast, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time every Friday night. Wildcard Dave will be on Twitch, TCX Godsend 95.
Yes, sir.
Sean will be TCAX Reaper on TikTok. Also,
And
check out
Twitch.
Stabcast with Daniel and Mindy. And also the Dizzle 97 Gaming Universe. So that does it for us, unless anybody else has something they want to bring up.
Nope.
Nope.
So,
Good
all
show,
right.
boys.
Good show, guys.
All right. We will see everybody this upcoming Saturday for Animated Hour of Power.
Yep. Enjoy your
Roger that.
Wednesday night.
Later.
Yeah,
See you
bye.
guys.